Silver and copper will derail net zero fantasy. Growing gaps between supply and demand mean the cost of net zero is going to soar. This is why silver has so much potential, is because we are reliant on silver to go green, to push these zero net emissions for these solar panels, these electric vehicles, everything that we are trying to do to advance in this new digitally technological era requires silver. But guess what? We don't have enough of it. If you think we have enough silver to go green, you, my friend, are living in la la land. And when the everyday person, when big tech, when companies realize this, that is when silver's price will start to shine. All right, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to your daily silver news. If you want the latest information on what's happening across the globe and how that affects the price of precious metals, make sure you click subscribe. And also, if you guys want a cheap, reliable place to purchase your precious metals, somewhere that gives back to the community, then buy from Miles Franklin, Andy Schectman's company. He is the CEO. We have over $8 billion in sales. We've been in business for 35 plus years. No negative complaints, because if a mistake happens or whatever the case is, we always make it right. Send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Slayer sent you. That helps me out. Don't just buy from these big corporations. You know, give back. Andy's busting his butt every day doing podcasts. Same with me. I'm always trying to help out. So buy from us. The prices are just as good, if not better. And we have weekly specials. And also, folks, if you want a chance to win silver on a monthly basis, then come join the Secret Silver Society. It is patreon.com/silverslayer. We do monthly giveaways. The 31st of every month, some member wins silver. So you pay $5 a month for a chance to win a $50 or $60 coin. Plus, come hang out in the live chat room. I'm talking to you guys all day long in there. I've met a couple cool people. A couple of new stackers are in there, been asking me questions. You can directly DM me. I'm always in there talking to you guys. It's like a Facebook for silver stackers. It's a way to just, get to know me better, or just build a cool, fun community. And because the YouTube comment section to do that isn't realistic. So yeah, go over, introduce yourself once you become a member, and you always have something to look forward to, since we do a giveaway at the end of every month. It's just exciting. It's a cool group. I'm trying to build it up. A lot of you have been joining, and it's been a treat to be able to meet so many of you guys and talk to you guys all day long. So there's a couple of different articles we're going to cover. This one caught my attention. Silver and copper will derail net zero fantasy. I like this because the fantasy part is so true. So many people think that that we're just going to be able to just bloom into this whole green world. That's not realistic. The numbers don't add up. And once people start to realize why the numbers aren't adding up, because we don't have enough silver, that's when silver's true value will shine. And I've always been saying that once silver's true role starts to actually affect the Green New Deal, or the way we're trying to go green, that's when people are like, oh crap. Oh. And I like this article because they also mention copper. So yeah, we're also going to go into this one, just talking about what's happening with silver's price. And this article we might also go into at the end. It's just an article saying, will the price of silver go higher? I like hearing different people's perspectives on silver forecasts, so I'll throw that one in here as well. So stick through the whole video. Make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe if you already haven't. Watch till the end. That always helps as well. Let's just jump into it. So this is an interesting sentence. Growing gaps between supply and demand mean the cost of net zero is going to soar. Low supply, high demand pushes the price up for anything. That's like investing 101. The more scarce something is, the more valuable it is. Don't even think about dollar terms valuable. Just valuable as being needed. It's valuable because it's so needed and there's not much of it. And this chart, or I guess these charts show that specifically. So here's the introduction. The way Britain and other countries are going about implementing net zero means we are relying heavily on technologies such as wind, solar, and batteries for storage and EVs. Like in the UK, all of their roofs now are going to be solar. That's a lot of new silver that we don't have. And I'm sure it's not just going to be the UK doing this, it's going to be implemented everywhere, and not just roofs either. So, however, these technologies are highly mineral intensive, requiring lots of metals such as copper, cobalt, silver, lithium, and rare earth metals. However, the outlook for demand for some of these metals far exceeds estimates of supply, meaning prices are set to rise so far they are likely to derail the whole project. And this reminds me of Mike Maloney's letter to Elon Musk urging him to buy silver now, because it was at when silver was like $20, and Mike Maloney said, "Elon, you better be buying silver now, because with you saying you're going to make this many Teslas by the year 2030, if you wait until silver's price is $50, then that's going to cost you XYZ. And if you wait till silver's $100, it's going to cost you XYZZ." And Elon actually responded in thanking Mike Maloney, but Elon's just the mascot. And not even just price. The cost of production for a Tesla would skyrocket. But what if these companies can't even find the silver, even if they were willing to pay those prices? Are they going to cut back the production of Teslas? Huh? Is UK's mandated solar roofs going to just stop? I mean, what's going to happen when they don't have enough to actually push these figures? That's really where I think silver will start to take off apart from other things. So, the growing silver supply deficit. Silver is a key element for the production of solar panels, and if the futurologists, I like that word, are to be believed, silver will also play a crucial role in new range of solid-state batteries for EVs. Yeah, I mean, these new solid-state batteries, they charge in like something ridiculous, like 40 seconds compared to like 40 minutes or whatever, and it lasts way longer. But you also have solar panels. The panels are also going to be implemented on the back side, not just the front of the panel, because the solar panels in the desert can reflect off the sand. So if you put panels on the back side of it, meaning that's twice as much silver, because now there's panels on both sides. That's a new thing that's been invented. We're just going to need more and more silver for all of these things, but there's less and less of it, and you can see what that would do to the price, no matter how hard you try to suppress the price. Solar power has been growing quickly, and last year, economists predicted that exponential growth of solar power will change the world, and that solar would become humankind's largest source of primary energy, not just electricity, by the 2040s. Now, the thing about exponential growth is that small numbers can become very large very quickly. Data from the Silver Institute in Figure 1 shows us how demand for silver for use in solar panels has grown since 2015 as the total market balance for silver has declined and what happened to silver's price. This is real data. Silver demand from photovoltaics and market balance, right? This is important, and this is versing price of silver per ounce. 2015, so the green line is nominal silver price. Right, this is the price in ounces. So you could see the blue photovoltaics demand, the pink is market balance. So you can see the market balance is going way down. We are in a huge deficit, supply deficit since 2019, right? Hundreds of millions of ounces in the red, by the way. You can see that on the left side. This year is about 140 million ounces in the red. And we were actually in the green in 2018. We were about 30 million ounces in the green, but the last 5-6 years, we've had hundreds of millions of ounces in the red, and it's only getting worse. And do you see how silver's price is going up as time goes on with these deficits? That's directly because of supply and demand. Total supply of silver, and since we know that, and we know that the deficits are only going to get worse, what does that tell us for the price? 1 + 1 = 2. Some people will try to argue that it equals 3 somehow, but I'm a realist. I look at data, I look at facts and logic, and this is clear as day that as time goes on, silver is going to be needed more and more, but there's less and less of it, making it more valuable, especially comparing it to a worthless piece of paper that is also being devalued, pushing the price up, making it more expensive. Like my video yesterday with the M2 money supply, go check out that. So the total supply of silver has fluctuated around 1 billion ounces per year since 2015. Demand, including investment demand in ETPs, has been larger than supply since 2019, with large deficits of close to 200 million ounces. Part of the explanation for the deficits is the explosion in demand for silver for photovoltaic cells used in solar panels. Demand has risen from less than 60 million ounces in 2015 to just below 200 million ounces in 2023, 2024, and is forecast to remain at a similar level this year. The price of silver has more than doubled since 2019, going from $16 an ounce to over $38. In their International Technology Roadmap for Photovoltaics report, the VDMA forecasts the market share for each type of solar panel and the silver requirements per watt of output capacity for each technology. By combining these data sets, we can forecast the overall silver intensity for the solar panel market and see what happens to silver demand under a range of demand forecasts as shown in Figure 2. So here we have the green line, which is historic silver demand with the 24% growth rate. The purple line is weighted average silver intensity, and the blue is silver demand. So, yeah, don't really know what that means to the fullest extent. Not gonna, yes, demand is rising. I guess that's talking about the growth rate of the solar panels or whatever it is. Yeah, PV cell, it says solar PV. PV cells are photovoltaics, which is used in solar panels. So they're just showing, the disconnection and what that's going to do. Now, the whole point of looking at this once again is because we don't have enough. So yes, we make a pretty penny, but at what cost? They still need to be making EVs. I heard like every automobile company by the year 2030 is going to be an electric vehicle. Every company. So where is that silver going to come from? Just magically appear out of thin air? The magenta line shows that silver intensity falls from about 12 watts to about 8 MGA watts or whatever, to out to 2035 as technological improvements outweigh the shift from PERC type cells more than silver intensive TOPCon and silicon heterojunction type cells. Okay, whatever that means. The blue line shows what happens to silver demand if we keep adding 448 gigawatts of solar capacity each year. Silver demand falls from about 192 in 2024 to 133 in 2035, still enough for the silver market to remain in a deficit. So continued deficit. Solar PV growth on average is above 24% annual. The green line shows what happens if, okay. I'm not going to go into that too much. So copper. Silver's not the only metal with the structural supply deficit. Do you guys invest in a copper, by the way? Let me know. Let me know if you invest in a copper. I'm curious because it's very cheap and that could be an option. I mean, it's just so much storage though. So here's the conclusions. We have warned for some time new sources of electricity like wind and solar are highly mineral intensive. Zero or net zero zealots often talk about the finite nature of natural resources, yet simultaneously they advocate policies that are more mineral and energy intensive. And that's the whole point as well. It's like to make these gadgets more efficient and work better, that requires more silver. So it's like you're shooting yourself in the foot. It's pros and cons. More silver makes these things last longer and are more effective, but more silver also is harder. I mean, a lot of these times they're trying to cut back the amount of silver in solar panels and EVs. But since nothing can replace silver and it's the most highly conductive metal, that just makes it impossible. So eventually, zero net fantasy world of unicorns and rainbows will be brought down to earth by reality. The gap between their fantasy and reality is illustrated by the growing gap between supply and demand in both copper and silver. As the price of these vital commodities rises, the cost of net zero will soar. Silver and copper will derail the net zero fantasy. I like this. This was a good article. So we can just kind of skim through this one as well. So silver hold, this was posted yesterday. Silver holds 38.17 as CPI data, and Fed cut bets put bulls to the test. So let's just go over the overview actually. Silver price is currently flat at 38.17. Actually, they're down right now, 37.88. The upcoming Consumer Price Index, or CPI report, is crucial with expectations of a 0.3% rise in core inflation. Silver is trading within an ascending channel. Key support is 37.58. and it is still above that, so that's good news. Market sentiment could shift significantly based on CPI results. So yeah, that's kind of what we have to look for. That's basically going to affect the price. For the immediate term is this type of stuff, but remember the longer term is going to be more about this, right? There's the micro and the macro. And actually, when I was on Robert Kiyosaki's podcast as a special guest, that's what I kept pushing was the macro. He was so focused on the micro, and there's a point in our episode where he pauses. He says, so not only is silver great for a hedge against inflation, or not only does it have potential because of the diminishing supply of the dollar, or CPI data and stocks and all these other things, but also because of this stuff, because we don't have enough silver to go green and the amount. I was focused more on the macro, not the micro. He's focused more on the micro. A lot of people are actually, but and there was a moment he stopped and said that, and it kind of just like, you could see he kind of put the pieces of the puzzle together, like, whoa, like there's multiple reasons, very good reasons. Even if silver wasn't scarce, it would still be a great hedge against inflation. But since it's scarce as well, and it's the most highly conductive metal and we need so much of it, man, that right there is a ticking time bomb. Nothing compares to that. I could sit down with 50 financial advisors, and I guarantee nothing that they say, none of their assets or their options will make as much sense as silver. Nothing does. On paper, looking at what has value, because when you're investing into something, you're invested into it, like looking forwards, not at what the price is right now. Price is the greatest tool of misdirection, right? Most people look at the price. No, don't look at price now. Look at where it's headed. And nothing makes as much sense as silver. Nothing does. Nothing does. Period. Given all the data. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here, folks. Remember, go check out patreon.com/silverslayer. Go become a member. You get a raffle ticket as soon as you enter or become a member. You have something to look forward to at the end of every month. Make something fun and exciting for you guys. And if you wanted to purchase, send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Slayer sent you. Ask what the price sheet is or the weekly specials. They'll send it right over. Multiple ways to pay as well. Very reliable company. Once again, Andy Schechtman's the CEO, so we're legit. We have morals, and it's just giving back to the community. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. From now on, every single month on the 31st, you have a chance to win silver, a continuous silver giveaway. Well, if you become a member of the Secret Silver Society on my Patreon, you have that opportunity. So every single month, you have something exciting to look forward to, which would be winning silver. On top of that, you'll have access to a live chat room with other silver stackers where you can post pictures and chat, just hang out with everyone, and have early access to my videos along with supporting me. If this is something you'd like to do, then come join my Patreon. It's patreon.com/silverslayer. Upon joining, you'll be given a monthly raffle ticket and instant access to that chat room. Go introduce yourself. Everyone is super nice, and it's more personal and intimate than a YouTube comment section. Folks, I'm so excited to announce that I've partnered with American medical experts, whose purpose is helping veterans get the medical benefits that they truly deserve. Over 17 million veterans aren't receiving their full benefits, and if this is you or someone you know, then act now. American medical experts are offering free consultations through our med team to see how we can help. The med team offers board-certified doctors who have experience working with the VA, comprehensive medical evidence for services like mental health as well. Some of these include your Nexus letter, your DBQs, your TDIUs, your AAs, and more. I want to personally thank American Medical Experts for helping veterans, but also giving me an opportunity to help veterans as well. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment to get a free consultation through our med team. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless.